Your product, basement hard luck. Basement hard luck. Card shots, thieves, murderers with hard luck. Pimps and card shots, thieves, murderers with hard luck. Your product, basement hard luck. Basement hard luck. Card shots, thieves, murderers with hard luck. Pimps and card shots, thieves, murderers with hard luck.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Hard Luck Show. I'm your certified, qualified West Side host, Steve Lucky Luciano. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. You've tuned into the greatest show on earth. It's the Hard Luck Show. Coming at you from the Virus Bunker in Southern California. On my left, my co-host and partner,
It's Chumahan, blowing American, Indian, elegant sound. Elegant, what is it?
Barbarian.
Let's start out. Elegant barbarian, Southern Californian, here to fuck it up again. Come on. Yeah. Come on. Huh. Savage.
What?
Savage.
What? And it might not take us platinum, but that hand drum is my anthem. We go savage. On the 808,
yeah.
You know
Savage.
coming when you feel the bass. No deal with the devil, no soul to sell. We're right from it broke to hell. Savage. Native to the land, even have it. Home with the braves and the ancestors who walk the land. You damn it, man. We're held on the side of that atlas that practice.
Yeah, you heard that. That's all slalom talk. Big shout out.
and on sound, old Blue Eyes.
Sean Lewis, certified audio
yeah.
professional, engineer
Yeah.
with a heart, love,
Yeah.
show. This is
Who is this?
This is me actually.
This is good, bro.
Yeah.
Just a little,
What's your name?
little mashup?
Who's your daddy? Is he rich like me? Come on. It's from that, right?
What?
What's your name? Who's your daddy?
No, that's the Zombies.
No, listen to that. Isn't that what that doing? No.
That's one of these nights.
That's one of these nights.
One of these nights. Oh, yeah. One of these nights.
But the Zombies.
Sounds like that.
Who's your daddy?
Yeah.
That's a bad
One
roll-up.
of these nights.
Yep.
That's just the beginning.
Right. Hold on. Oh, I like this, dude. One of these nights.
Yeah, that's it.
Right. That's Sean.
That's some 70s shit right there,
That's
bro.
Sean's
Yeah.
making this
I grew up
mashup.
on that shit.
Word up.
Hold on.
Word up.
All right, let's
True
go
sound creator.
let's go to the original. You want to hear the original? This is one of these. All right, here's the original. All right, let's go to because that is a cool fucking.
Yeah. Same song. It's just a preamp.
Right. I like that. It's a good sound,
Yeah,
right?
it's a good sound.
sound. That fucking bass.
And the little chop, that guitar chop.
Yeah. It's good rock and roll.
Think
right
about
there.
how you came to know to make it like this. Think about what it took those guys to think this out. One of these nights.
Yeah, listen to that.
One of these crazy old nights. Man, if you can't get into the mood with that.
It's a stripper song too.
That's some serious
Hey.
shit.
I think what's his name? I think the producer that's in jail was one
what?
of the producers on this.
The hair.
One that-
Yeah, the crazy hair guy.
Oh,
Oh, really?
Spectre.
Yeah,
Phil
I think Phil Spector helped produce this song.
Really?
Well, so I got to.
think-
Go ahead. I got to confuse with this.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I got to confuse.
that zombie song's one of my favorite
It
songs.
is too. It's so good, dude. You know, of the season. I love that little. Whoever thought the.
More producing.
Yeah, Phil Spector, right? So good, right? That's all it is.
How do you know that?
I don't know.
Put that in.
Come on. What do you know about this, little Lucky? Listen.
I don't know too much.
It's time of the season for loving.
This is day shift stripper music right here.
Is it?
Yep.
Day shift.
Day shift.
Day shift stripper. What would be the day shift stripper's name?
Are they like,
What's your name?
like 50 years old?
Who's your daddy? He
Tired.
rich. Is he rich like me? Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
And so you're hearing the sultry and intelligent.
This is the drums.
Yeah. That should be your intro song. Yeah.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, or just gentlemen. Okay, gentlemen, get your money out, get your hands out for...
Disinfect your hands.
Here we go. For Starla. She's coming out right now.
Stage.
Go ahead. Oh, look at her dance.
Yeah. Hey.
Oh, she's swinging around that. She's swinging around that pole. Yeah. Oh, she just kicked that guy in the head.
Yeah. Hey, she punched that guy in the fucking face.
Hey, she's choking that guy out with a choke.
Hey.
Got a roller quarter.
Go ahead.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got coming to you somebody that you already know, a friend of the show.
Yep.
Right? Queens of the Underworld.
Yep.
Hey.
She told us some fantastic stories last time, but here...
Founder of the Hoe-ology show.
The Hoe-ology. She knows it all. And listen, these women, these young professional ladies come to her. They seek her counsel.
Yes.
Right? She's teaching them how to meditate, right? You're teaching...
Rob tricks and meditate.
Rob tricks and meditate. A lot of people think that the life of a professional woman is chaotic and that robbing a trick and all that stuff would interfere with your spiritual life. Yet,
It's all about balance, baby.
Romina has got the work-life balance.
Yes.
She meditates right before she takes the cash out of your pocket.
It's like a Robin Hood balance.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, yeah.
Robin Hood. Coming to
Robin
the-
Hood rep.
Robin Hood rat. A Robin Hood rat.
Robin Hood rat. Coming to the stage right now, gentlemen. Get your cash ready. Is Robin Hood.
Hood rat.
So, and then
Welcome.
before we get to
Too deep into it.
we've also got a friend of the show that's sitting in.
Yes, he's sitting in on commentary today.
Yes, we got who do we got?
Mr. Little Lucky.
Yo.
Coming in town.
What
He's
it be
here.
like? What it be like?
Right.
You know, we coming from the east side. You know, East LA up in here. You know?
Yeah,
you
don't
West
get it
up in
funky.
here.
It's
You
Little
know?
Lucky.
Yeah.
Come on. Put your body in the back of the truck.
Rap song.
Come on, you know it.
Yeah.
Come on. Yeah.
That's it.
Little Lucky.
We got east side, we got west side up in
Yeah.
North
Yeah.
side, south side.
We got Los.
Yeah.
Los in here.
We got the whole Los in here.
Yeah. So we have a show for you this afternoon.
Yeah.
Yes. You haven't been with us in quite a while. It's been
Yeah.
a little bit. A lot has transpired in between the last time you came on the show.
Yeah, Chumahan is like, hey, you want to come on the show? And I'm like, sure. But I got to keep it more like
Like what?
professional this time because I want one kind of podcast that I can show my family or my sister.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I
Because
see.
all the other ones I've ever, I just, I gotta be an adult and just say some professional shit and just be more, you know what I mean?
No,
No. And
Listen.
don't encourage me.
I'm not.
To
Romina,
be my natural self. I gotta
look at me. Look at my eyes, Romina.
I already know.
Don't laugh.
Mira, you're an instigator.
No. Listen. Don't laugh. Your humor is covering up your vulnerability.
It's true.
I know. But I also kind of, I'm not saying anything to instigate anything, but I am saying something to you that,
That's that lawyer shit right there.
no,
beginning.
Steve, I just saw some weirdo look through the window.
No, that's
It's a weirdo, right?
not us.
Okay. Hey, what was it in the last show that in Hoe-ology, what was it that you thought was not, what was it that you thought was not professional? Don't give me the look. You're giving me a look like, come on. Just
Wait,
tell me.
you know what I teach my hoes, my queens?
Yeah, what do you
I
teach
teach them to wait 3 seconds before they answer.
Respond. Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
So I'm
Take
going to
your-
count.
It's already been 5 seconds, but okay, go ahead.
So I'm going to count. There's just some stuff that I would, the stories. We all got stories, right? And the stories are funny and relatable.
Right.
But I
except-
got to keep it just a little more.
What, professional?
Yeah.
But let me ask you a question.
Okay.
All right, let's just stop fucking around. What family members are you referring to?
Just my sister. My sister's so square. She like lives in Thousand Oaks. She doesn't even know what a vibrator is. She just
Get out of here.
She's like,
How
she
is that
just
possible?
got.
I don't
Listen,
think that's possible.
How is
she
that
just
possible?
bought one at 41 years old. She's like as vanilla as like
No.
Dryer's ice
But
cream.
she
like
had the
dryer.
shower. She had the shower massager since she was 17.
No, but listen. Let me ask you a question.
So I
wait
want-
a second. Let's just everyone. Shh. All my queens, please quiet down. 3 seconds. 3 seconds. But how is it possible? You tell me. Okay, I'm not even gonna jump in here.
Right.
Now, Lil Luck, you listen up. This is some man-woman shit going on right here. Now, Romina, she just touched Lil Luck. His face just flushed. Okay, now listen. How is it possible that in the same family, two sisters, one,
I know.
right, is a woman who's very professional, that's you, right, more professional than most women are willing to admit, right, let's just be real, and then the other one is a square. How does that happen?
Because all this shit happened to me. Everything happened to me. You know what I'm saying?
No. I mean, I do, but I don't want to guess, so tell me, what do you mean by that? Be vulnerable.
I am going to be vulnerable. So when I was growing up in Argentina, England, and here, I was the one that always got abused and molested and raped and all that stuff. And my sister just like hid. She was 5 years younger. So everything happened to me. So she was more protected, and she would hide, and she would just be perfect and make sure that she was. Her trauma response was, what is it called? The fawn. So she's like perfect, she's kind, she's sweet. And my trauma response was fight and flight.
Right.
So I was the angry one. I was the one that was just, running away and fighting and stuff. So in the same household, I got the brunt of everything because I was the loud one. So I needed attention in a different way.
And who was the person that was the aggressor in that family unit?
Everybody for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, like your dad?
My dad, my mom.
And so did you feel like you had to protect your sister?
Not even. I wasn't even thinking of her. And I know that's so messed up.
No, it's not.
It's so messed
no,
up.
it's just
No,
honest.
it's not. It's honest. And if you're a child and you're in a war zone, sometimes you're just trying to figure out how I'm going to survive.
Yeah. There's a lot I don't remember about my sister because when you get abused, you just disassociate. You know what I'm saying? You blank out.
Right.
And I mean, I don't remember a lot of my sister growing up. And I was just out, to save myself. I would run away. Or I remember one time, like, my dad was beating my ass, and I was sick of it. I think I was like 14, and I cut him in the face with a butcher knife. I was like done, and then I ran. And then, you know what I mean? I ran. It was really bad in my house. And my sister...
Hold on a minute. Sean, you looked a little bit surprised when you heard
Yeah,
that he
well,
was cut with a butcher knife.
I did.
That's crazy.
Is that crazy?
Or is that reactive?
No.
No, I'm not saying it's crazy for you to cut him. I'm saying that it comes
You've
to
never
that.
had a woman fucking cut you in the face with a butcher
You
knife?
never dated a Latina, eh?
It's not.
You gotta get,
Yeah,
stay
dog.
with the white girls. They'll never do that.
Okay.
But
Nah, his
You ain't
wife.
never had a butcher knife pulled on you by one of your lovers?
like, what the hell?
What the fuck?
How fucking boring, eh? No, I'm just like, no
That's
passion.
You ain't never been in love, I guess, huh?
Damn.
You ain't never had a fucking woman fucking pull a gun on you
You never
before?
had anyone
No,
slash your
no.
tires or
No.
really?
You mean to tell me you've never been hit over the head with a large, heavy object before? Upon coming through your front door? No?
You? Listen, did any of your girlfriends ever break like a bottle and just point the shards? at
Jagged
you?
edges? Yeah.
Not even tires slashed? I don't know.
No, but you know what his wife did do to him? She was tired of shit. She went to India and left him with the kid for 30 days.
Yeah. Oh.
Anybody ever gone to India on you, Romina? Anyone ever gone to India?
I mean, my parents left me in England, so
That's similar.
Okay.
kind of similar.
Yeah, all right.
They just ditched
You know
me
what?
in
Those chocolate chip bars do not taste as good as they used to.
That's true. I just
Isn't
had
that
one.
true, bro?
I just
They're
had
not
one.
like
Right now, Steven.
4 or 5 months ago?
My mouth is kind of numb from
Yeah,
it.
dude. Like, it wasn't even pleasurable eating it.
Steve and Old Blue Eyes are talking about the protein bars that we generally eat in here while we're trying to get the show going and everything. I agree, but
Yeah.
what am I going to do about it?
Okay, let's go on. Romina?
Yeah, okay, so back to you cutting your dad in the face.
Well, I cut him just like to leave me alone, but that was the chaos. Remember you were talking about the chaos?
How old were you?
I was 14.
I'm just wondering how, like, a grown man,
He was a bully.
right? But he's going to get within distance of a 14-year-old girl with a knife in her hand to get cut in the face. Like,
No.
what are you thinking? You must be drunk or something.
Was he
My
drunk?
dad drank, but not that bad. I don't know. He was just really scary, and
Was he in the war?
No, my dad was a fucking artist, photographer.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Oh.
No,
but you know
he's
what's
a
weird?
Libra. He's like a no. He
Listen,
was a
you know
wimp.
what? Right now I'm reading a book called The Body Keeps Score.
Oh, I have that book.
Do you have that book?
Yes, I do.
Have you read it?
It's a hard read.
That's a no.
I have read some of it.
Some of it.
I put it down
Yeah. And why did you put it down?
because it's a hard read.
Because?
It's a lot of realizations. Right?
Okay, and what was it that you read in there? Because as you're talking, and I'm thinking about what's going on here, I'm thinking about what I'm reading in this book.
Tell
That
me.
title is very interesting.
The Body Keeps Score, Mind, Brain, and Body Transformation and I recommend this to anybody,
Yeah.
whether you think you've had a traumatic childhood or not,
Right.
by Bessel van der Kolk, Kolk.
Yeah.
The thing that he goes through and talks about is how these childhoods that we all have, and he says it ranges from anything from sexual abuse to physical abuse to maybe just being in a war zone, like when we talked to Alexandra, right? Like you grew up in a war zone.
Right.
And he's talking about how there's a couple of different components to going through that. That basic memory and these traumatic situations aren't the same. And it's because the brain has various levels in it. You have sort of your
Front lobe. frontal
right,
lobe.
your prefrontal cortex, which is a part of, socializing and talking and all the complex, interesting shit. Like if you're going to do a podcast, you're using that part of the brain. Then if you go, as you recede further, and this guy says that as the brain builds in the fetus, it's building, at least the theory is, in the same speed and direction as evolution. As you go further and further back, it becomes less and less complex and more emotional.
Yeah.
And eventually you get down to that brain stem in the back of your head, which is very, very primitive, or they'll call it primitive. I don't even know if it is, but that's what animals
Are operating from the very back.
yeah,
That's
like
called the Magdal. What is it?
there's a hippocampus and there's a amygdala,
amygdala, right? And
a
that's
McDonald's. And
You're
what-
really into the book, damn.
yeah. So
That's
I'm
good.
reading it because, first
Because
of all,
the trauma that you suffered.
because of the trauma I suffered. That's exactly
Because let me just say, before you go any further,
Go ahead.
The reason that that book title caught my attention is I have two different friends in the last 6 months that went away. They went out of state to go do like a residential 2-week, 10-day. What is it? Severe trauma or something process. Well, this is becoming something I'm hearing more and more about. And some of the stuff he came back and told me had to do with was similar to this title.
Right.
That all these things that have happened,
Yeah.
you don't forget them. There's
That's
a
right.
memory bank.
Yeah.
And those things are in there. And it's still firing directions from that shit, from those memories.
Right.
And until you really investigate and look at those and get those cleared,
Right.
they're always part of your default,
That's right.
something like that.
Yeah. The book that led me to this, I read previously. It was called Hidden Valley Road. And that was about the study of a family that had 10 schizophrenics in it. Sons. Wow. All of the men, all the male son, the sons became schizophrenic. And the two parents weren't necessarily schizophrenic. And this all occurs at a time when they started intensively trying to figure out, was schizophrenia a DNA thing or was it like an environmental thing? And I won't get into all of the politics that went around trying to figure out one or the other. And of course, it's no shock that it's a combination, but they still really don't know.
Right.
But one of the things they were talking about in that book was that one of the reasons why schizophrenia becomes more pronounced as someone moves from teenage to adult, like once you pass through to teenage, all of a sudden the schizophrenia, and if people don't really understand, schizophrenia a lot has to do with hearing voices that aren't being said to you, hallucinations, and all that other kind of stuff, right? They were talking about, the brains part of it was fascinating to me because they said that you have genes that are set up, and from a childhood, when you're coming out of childhood, you're coming from a space of pre-language awareness. So like, you know, when you're like 1 and younger, let's say, you don't have words to express the feelings that you actually are having. That might be the closest you'll ever come to understanding animal life. Meaning like you don't have language necessarily. And don't, you know, listen, I'm vegan, but don't tell me that there's languages in animals, and I know that, but you know what I'm saying. And then after that, you start to get the language. So there's this weird barrier you cross where stuff starts to have clear definitions where it might not have before. For instance, and I think about this a lot, and I know people can tell me I'm fucked up, but I really think about this. I always think it's so bizarre that we eat from breasts as babies. There's not really supposed to be anything sexual about it, right? And then at some point it becomes a sexual object for a man, or maybe even a lesbian. And I think, why would it be that something that is about nurturing then eventually becomes a sexual object? It's just bizarre to me. It's the same thing. And when you are fucking around with titties, you do a lot of this. I mean, you suck on them like a baby does, and it's kind of weird. Like, when you really think about it, you're like, that's bizarre. Like, why would that be?
Because that's taking you back to when you were comfortable and safe as a baby.
Is that what? So,
well, let me ask you this.
Go
How
ahead.
about, because I've met women that they really like performing fellatio.
Go ahead.
They always want
to suck a dick.
the chile in their mouth. You know what I'm saying?
I like
and
women
that's
like that. I like women.
I do too. But and that's like you know, like, how does that work? Because it's really meant for procreation.
Go ahead.
I'm just curious. Like,
I don't know, and I'm sitting there thinking about.
I think it's more of an oral. I believe it's more of an oral thing. So
Absolutely.
like having somebody's body part in your mouth.
Yeah.
Is a sexual, like a girl's
satisfies
toes
something.
or her hands or fingers or her neck, or your mouth is on it and it gets you turned on. But
wait
a
a second.
tit's
Let's
more of
talk.
just a what?
Wait, just slow down, because that's an interesting point you're making.
Yeah, it is.
Because I can imagine, right, that there are some psychiatrists and psychologists who are really going to just like go further than most people are, that society's ready to go, right? And they're going to say something to the effect of that for somebody who has that fixation on a penis, a woman who has that fixation on a penis, right? For her, the dick might be a symbolic breast. Right. Think about that.
Yes.
What if women who have a more direct focus on dick sucking are really trying to suck the breast of the male figure of their life?
Yeah.
I believe that.
Oh, that makes total sense.
How weird is that? Look at Sean's face.
Yep.
Look
Yeah.
at his eyes get big and he gets a weird grin. What are you thinking, Sean?
I mean, it makes what you're laying out a perfectly good railroad, my friend.
Yep. This is, yeah. That's where they get the term, I got this son of a bitch by the nuts.
Right.
I got him, you know? Claws in. You know? From there, she can work any angle she wants.
Yeah, because Daddy's never going to leave me because I suck his dick so good.
And you know, that goes a long way.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not, I mean, dude. I'm being serious.
You get a lot of miles out of that, huh?
Listen, let me tell you something. Because if you go the other way, Romina, I mean, maybe you're not the right person to ask.
What do you mean the other way?
Okay, can I?
Yes, sorry.
Let me, 3 seconds. If you go the other way, Romina, what about a guy that all he wants to do is eat pussy?
Then there's something wrong with him.
Really?
Yeah, you want to know something?
Wait.
And I believe her.
Okay, wait,
I believe
let
that.
her, and then I want to hear yours.
believe
Okay,
that.
go ahead, Romina. What is it? What's going on there? You know men. Come on.
Yeah. If a guy only wants to eat pussy, then, I mean, that's great. And we love that. But what's wrong with his dick?
Right.
You know, there's got to be something wrong with his dick.
Okay. And Steve, what do you?
Because men want to conquer a woman with their big old monster fucking plowing dicks. You know what I mean? That's like a thing.
Right.
But if he only wants to eat pussy, there's just something going on.
Okay, Steve. What do you think? Is that pretty much where you were thinking?
No, because I've heard it makes sense. Even not being the woman, that if it's too much one thing, then what's going on with the rest? How come you don't play with my tits? How many you're not kissing? Why is it you're going straight down? Like, what is that about?
Oh, just like a guy that only wants to do anal.
Well, right. Yeah,
I mean, we all saw Brokeback Mountain.
No,
but here's what I'm saying. Is not to get too graphic, but
no, please. Do.
I was with a couple girls that their whole thing was like the oral we were talking about. They love that, right? So we spend a lot of time.
Right.
69.
Right.
I mean, hours, and everybody's happy with it, right?
Right.
Then I was with some other ones, and we'd be going there, and they'd be like, "I just want to fuck," you know, like,
yeah,
and there was more like that. There was only a few that really wanted to get down like that, and I don't know. I think it's like, I have an oral fixation.
Go ahead.
You know,
yeah,
and when the woman does too, then we're both going to be like that. But that's not the majority.
Separate you guys with a crowbar,
right, bro? But that's not the regular. I came to find out that that's not the norm.
Well, there's a lot of women that can't orgasm,
right?
And
from the inside,
right, right. And
right.
so that's why they're like, just fuck me. I was supposed to be adult and professional. Mira, look what.
This
we're
is
doing.
adult and professional.
I know, but like PG, goddammit. So you know what I mean?
You know what though? Let me ask you something. I want to ask you something right now.
Go ahead.
I dated a girl. And this has happened a couple of times, and I'm telling you, I'm not strapped and I ain't small. That's what I've been told, you know?
Right.
Just right. I want to say is that I've been with chicks where it was like we were fucking. And I'm like, I mean, some of these times I'm on meth too, like, and sometimes sober. And I mean, every which way, and we're like breaking records. And they're like, vibrator, like everything for hours.
Yeah.
And she's like, and it would take like fucking 5 hours to get this person off.
I know.
We break some shit.
Terrible.
And I was like, no, and then I've been with women that were like, it was just different. It was just like they knew. And I would try and explain a couple times. I sat there. I was with these women. I was like, I'm exhausted, right? I'm like, I'm exhausted. And then she would want to make me feel like I gave up. But I'm telling you, this is not a 45-minute thing. This is like hours.
That's too much.
And then we'd get into the conversation. Listen to this, Chumahan.
Yeah,
and you know what I would say?
I'm listening.
I'd say, I go, you know what? You don't know how to come. That's the thing here. Because if I've got to fucking fuck until your shit's raw and you still can't, there's something going on.
Absolutely.
There's something in your head that you can't let it down. You know what I'm saying? Is that true?
Absolutely true. I mean,
and that's fun. I'm not knocking it. It's fun and good and everything. But
no.
Over and over and over
It's
again,
too
if
much.
it takes you
It's
45 with the vibrator, 45 with the dildo, me bugging you this way, and back with it, and we're talking hours, and you still can't?
there's something going.
And I'm cramping up in my neck, my tongue. I can't smile. I can't. Right?
That's why,
there's
Steve,
something going on.
That's why you have those rollers by the bed, right? So that afterwards you can stretch those muscles out.
I can't even smile the second day, bro. After I can't even stick my tongue out.
Wait, go ahead, Romina.
But it depends. I mean, I can have multiples within seconds. I'm very, 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 very blessed. Right?
Wow, look at little Lucky's face.
Oh, stop! He's like a kid. That's so gross.
He is. He's like
I'm like his abuela.
That's how he likes it.
Hey, look,
They're gross.
He's always got fantasies about the babysitter. I just wish the babysitter would come in here.
I don't want to ask for it, but I just want it to happen.
Don't listen. This is like child sex
No. He's a man. He's a man. He's a man.
He was
Come
raised
on.
with nothing but solid
Did you see
dudes
his face? He
older
was
than him.
soaking up game. He was like, he looked like a young Padawan with a Jedi.
He's
He was
just
like-
he's just playing nice boy, like he's a church choir boy.
Oh, dude,
Just
it was
taking it all in.
There was nothing distracting him from what was going in.
No.
Absolutely.
Back to conversation.
He was like,
Hey,
This
man,
is child sex trafficking.
this
Knock
is,
it off.
hey, this is game I don't gotta pay for. Of course,
Yeah.
I'm gonna pay attention.
You know what I love is when Steve, like when Steve's talking about like when he's having sex or whatever, and he wants to like really explain to you like how hard he was fucking and how long it was going on. He doesn't get louder. He gets quiet. He's like, and I was fucking. I was, you know what I mean? It's a couple of
So stupid.
And I was like, fucking hard. Fucking shit flying all around.
And then I went.
And then I went, I fucking had to fucking.
And she said,
Because he was into it, you know? He was trying to.
I had to fucking take some Gatorade.
Yeah. Yeah. So, anyways,
But so Romina, okay, wait. So then Romina was like, Mira, look it. You know what? Sometimes like I have like orgasms 5 at a time. You know,
It's true.
Is that true?
I'm very, very, very blessed. But, and I have.
Are you?
Is it
are you-
blessed or is that something that you had to get to?
No, I've always been like that.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I don't have to try, and it's a lot. But there are
It's
like
a lot.
I mean,
it's
Okay.
very. It comes easily to me.
Okay.
listen, but hold on.
My best friend, when she had never had one, and she was my age, and I was like, "What? What? I don't even understand. I can't even fathom."
Isn't there a lot of women like that?
There's a lot of women.
They
like
say
That's
that
scary.
no,
I
listen.
couldn't.
The statistic is 30% women will never have an orgasm.
How? How can you be? I mean, now that would be the one place I would be questioning God. How are you going to be a living creature and not be able to experience an orgasm?
Well, okay.
What'd you do in your past life that fucking got you that?
Same reason why men have micro dicks. I don't know.
Ooh, that's a good one. Can you imagine?
I met a guy that had one. I couldn't believe it.
And like seriously,
touched it.
listen. Out of curiosity,
I
right?
touched it.
You were like, I'm gonna see. Hold on.
I couldn't believe it.
Listen. Hold on.
1, 2, 3. Sorry.
Yeah. No. We're past all that now. I mean, just fuck it. All right. Just tell your sister not to listen.
I'm not. I can't.
Actually, your sister should listen.
Her sister maybe will get to listen to the next show. But
She'll
we'll fuck
find
this one
out.
off
Her sister
already.
will find out that
It's
she's
done.
married
Lucky
to
it's
somebody
done.
with microphallus.
Right.
So after she hears this, her sister will be like, "Shit, I married a micro. He said that was normal." All right. Now look, when a guy's got microphallus, okay,
Microphallus.
Yeah.
Mira que professional.
yeah, we're trying to keep it professional. Come, mira.
Mira.
Okay. Es tan pequeño. How is it possible? Like, so when that happens, does he tell you ahead of time, like, listen, I got micro dick?
I don't, you know what? It was a long time ago when I was still dancing, and there was this really cute guy at the bar, and we went out to eat, and you know, it was like many years ago. And then we went to his house, and he ordered me, just drinks and stuff.
Trying to get you fucked up.
A long, long time ago, and we were making out, and I'm like, he's so fine, he's tatted up, and
Yeah.
and then I'm like,
Looking for.
Romina is putting her hand down.
and I was like, what the fuck? And then he told me.
What did he say?
And then you're like,
I don't
check that thing
remember
out.
exactly. I forgot I wish I remembered his name, but I was
Don't
so
say his name.
Yeah, don't say
Don't
his
say
name.
his name.
God
He's already
I
living
remember
in hell.
when I
He doesn't
saw
even-
him, he kept calling me, and I was like so mean to him.
Poor
I'm
guy.
like, get the fuck away from me, dude. You're weird. I was so.
No, this guy might not even be alive.
I was
Listen,
so mean to him.
No. That's fine. I'm clapping. You know what? When a woman's got a right to be like, dude, you got a tiny dick. Get the fuck away from
Get
me.
the fuck away from me.
Let me ask you a question.
That's
Okay,
not-
wait. When you put your hand down, like every woman's.
It was
There's
like-
a point when I talk
Was
to
it
women.
like one of those bachelorette party straws?
I don't even know. I don't go
You
to
don't know
those.
why?
But listen,
How big was it?
it was like, I couldn't believe it. It's so weird.
No,
It's like,
You got a pinky. How big is your pinky?
like this.
It's like an inch and a half is her pinky.
but
right
hard. You know, like a tick.
Did you help the guy out?
Don't
or
listen,
Did
Junior.
you help this guy out? Or not?
Junior, come on, dude. Wait, we'll get to this.
He was
Go ahead,
wearing.
keep
I
going.
remember this. I remember we were on his couch. He rented a room. That's how fucking broken my picker was back then. He was rented
His
a room.
picker was broken too.
His pecker was, and he was wearing thick ass Levi's.
Of course. Because
And
the jeans makes it feel bigger.
and I just couldn't believe it. And I don't remember what happened. I left. Right.
Hold on. Shh, slow it down. So you pat.
You're such a control freak. You know that.
I am a control and a freak.
Ah!
So listen. You patted the thing, and you were like,
No,
hold-
I didn't pat it. Like I was like trying like what
over the clothes,
Right.
searching for it.
Trying to find the outline.
No, I was feeling it.
Right,
in disbelief and wonderment, like trip out.
She's like, he's got a lipstick container in his front pocket.
Did you? I told you to take the chapstick out.
The chapstick, yeah. You got a fucking chapstick in his front pocket.
Like a chapstick?
But on más flaquito.
Smaller.
Skinnier than a chapstick.
It was. I remember that.
And so did you? So how did you get
Was
out
it
of that?
Trump? Was it Trump?
How did you get out of that?
I remember that the woman that he rented the room from came home, and I left. And I remember I would see him at the club.
Oh no!
And I'd be like, "Get the fuck away from me, dude!" And he would try to sit at my stage and tip me, and I was really mean to him. Wow. I don't remember anything else, and I should have said sorry, like when I got clean, and sober, and
like making amends, to his small dick.
Being mean to him because he's got a defect. You know what I'm saying? That's a disability
and a liability.
Yeah.
So,
it was a disability that you weren't ready to make your liability.
Hey, listen, it's a liability because you have to have an ability to lie when your dick is that small.
Liability. You got to have liability.
Yeah, exactly. So, okay. How did we...
Trauma. We're talking about trauma.
So that traumatized you.
I haven't even thought about it since 20 years ago.
I'll tell you one. I made out with a chick. Okay. All right. This is before my lovely wife, who is the best of all. Okay. She's listening. I love you. I made out with a chick who, and this is no lie, and she didn't warn me. Didn't warn me. Okay. I was filling her boobies up, and one was like a flat A, and the other was a C. And she had a bra set up to make them look both like C's. And then when I pulled out the thing, I was like, what the fuck?
Her implant ruptured, I bet.
Nope, she was born like that. She was born like that.
And she had extra stuff in the other one? Like
the other one was they both looked normal, just one was a flat A and the other was a full C.
That sucks.
And I was like, dude, is that why you're always leaning to the left? No. But like, because
I could do surgery to fix that.
She hadn't had it yet.
Okay.
You know, I mean, we were in college. We were in college.
Fair enough.
So when I went through that, like I went through this mode where I'm like, at first it was like, I'm going to fill this girl up. I was full into the thing. All of a sudden, I'm kind of like outside my body now, like talking to myself, like, okay, don't act like this is crazy because you don't want to upset her. Don't pull your hand away like you touched a hot stove.
Right.
And then, honestly, it was like one hand was like 4 feet forward, the other one was back, and I was rubbing like the same nipples, and I was like, oh, this is crazy. And
you know what? You're so mature. He would have probably handled it.
Was that wrong, though? Is that wrong for me to pretend like I don't know what I handled it? I handled the one.
He handled both of them.
Right. But am I supposed to, Romina, like in my mind, I was like, it's a woman. Because you know how sensitive women can be.
Yeah.
Like you could tell a guy he's fat, and some of them are sensitive, and they know it, and they're just not. But when your woman comes out in a negligee, or she comes out in something that even though you've already seen her naked, you've seen it all, everything, right? But when she wants to present something to you,
you pretend like you don't see the flaws, or
you pretend like you've never seen her naked before. You're like, holy shit! I can't believe what I'm seeing. Oh my god! Hold on, let me take my heart pills.
Yes, I see. Yes,
like you got to do that, right?
You have to.
So when you're making out with a girl and you find out that one boob is way smaller than the other, you can't just be like, whoa. You got to keep going.
You got to go. It's still a titty.
Right.
It's still a titty.
Right.
You just gotta be like, damn, these shits are big, man.
Yeah.
No.
How about the reverse? How about when you get with a girl? Go ahead.
Oh, well, what I was gonna say is, but with a guy, right? You were able to, like, 'cause I couldn't get out of it. I just went through the whole thing, and I'm a better man for it. And later we talked about it because it's too obvious not to talk about. Right. But that wasn't the time to talk about it.
Of course not.
Right? It's not like, hey. But later we talked about it, and I was like, is that what this is all about? She's like, yeah, I think so.
Is that what life is all
I
about?
asked her. She had some personality things, and I was like, so I think maybe that's maybe. She's like,
you became her therapist. Dude.
How do we get from the body reads the score to holding trauma and pain and sadness in your cells that affect your everyday life to micro dicks and lopsided titties?
I don't know. But the point is,
this is why.
No. Listen,
isn't that its own trauma though? Having
traumatic.
Dysmorphia.
What sign are you?
Very traumatic.
Virgo.
Oh, you're a Virgo, so am I.
Oh.
What does that mean, Romina?
That means he's so diplomatic.
Oh my God!
God damn right.
Yeah, we've been working on a show to get him out of that.
Yeah.
Like we talked to him, and he's like,
For real?
Yeah, because my cousin King Salmon came through, and Sean had like, he came in and he told the truth about how he felt. Like King Salmon lost his car for whatever reason, and then he asked Sean if he could borrow his car. And like Sean's a working man, he works his ass off. He's got all this other shit that he's got to deal. He's got a son. He's a responsible dude. So then part of him was like, oh, he's my best friend, but I don't want to loan him a fucking car. I don't know what he's gonna do with it. Right? But he didn't feel like he could stand up and just be like, no, sorry, bro, no.
Boundaries.
Right. Sean, you have an issue with boundaries a little bit?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So that's why.
Get a session.
Yeah. Oh, chonch spray, dude.
Not chonch spray. I can give you a session to teach you about. I teach hoes about boundaries. I can teach you.
Can you
probably fall into that category too?
Can you teach this hoe boundary? What would you do? Dude, give us a little. Give us a little
magic.
Hey, this is promotion for your services.
Yeah,
Go
I wanna
ahead.
hear.
Start with Sean. This is Sean is the hoe that's come in. Go ahead.
Hi, babe. How are you doing?
How's it going? Sean, be serious.
So, what kind of issues do you have with establishing your boundaries? Like, what? He's ready to answer. Okay, you have problems saying no to clients when they try to do stuff to you.
I have a problem saying no to anybody, not just clients.
Was there somebody in your life that yelled at you a lot when you were growing up?
No, there wasn't.
What was
There's probably an absence of that.
Okay. So were you held to really high standards as a little kid?
Absolutely not.
What the fuck was your home life like then?
I didn't really. There wasn't a lot of people around.
Oh, so maybe being really nice and agreeable keeps them around and keeps them there.
That could be right.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Because saying no to somebody might push them away.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you spent enough time alone as a child. You don't ever want to
No,
be
but
left
it's
alone
true.
again. No, it might be true.
Yeah.
See, she fucking might have just opened that up right there.
Yeah, Sean, did you
What do
feel?
you think? Do you feel different? Do you feel different now? That you worked through that?
It's a good insight. It's not an insight that I haven't already.
Of course.
Where would you go? No.
You
we're
know
not
the
saying-
truth.
Listen. Romina just had like 3 seconds with this guy. This guy.
Guy needs help.
Listen.
He needs real help. Come
Listen.
on.
Don't we all?
Yes. Sean is a very complex dude. Okay? He's a real complex fucking dude.
And when he says complex, he means like black ops complex.
Right. He's got 1,000,000 levels.
Oh, that's cool.
Right?
That's good.
He's diplomatic. Look at him shaking his head. He's diplomatic. He hates being the center of attention.
Absolutely.
And whenever Steve and I are like, he's got Asperger's, he gets crazy. He's like, at the last show.
And his first response to any historical moments of his life is, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
His first is like, I don't know, sure.
Yeah.
Like that might not be his real answer, but that's at least buying him like one level of like, I'm going to analyze this before I.
Yeah, buys him a little time.
Right? Sean, is that right?
Sure.
See? What is that? Romina, go. What did
Tell
you
him
see?
you guys need to shut the fuck up and let me talk for a minute.
You guys need to shut the fuck up.
See, I'm gonna give you some huevos.
Do it.
All right.
Right?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Boundaries are really important.
They are.
Because you know what
important.
happens when we start saying no to people, we start feeling more like proud of ourselves. When we keep saying yes to shit that we don't really want to say yes to, or keep listening to motherfuckers that we don't even want to listen to, we start resenting ourselves.
That's true.
Is that true, Sean?
Yeah.
Like, damn, I wish I would have fucking told him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or fucking Chumahan, man, he'd know it all. Whatever. Whatever you think
you need
in your
to
head.
start fucking letting
That
us have
affects
it
your
when we
confidence.
deserve it. Sean, you're in a safe place. You can always shit on
Shut
me.
the fuck up.
That's what I'm talking about.
Damn.
Ah, so good. Look at it.
Good.
He's trying it on. Look at that
Yeah,
smile.
give him some. Give
Look
him
at
a little
that
bit, too.
Hey, man.
Give him
Come
some.
on, let's move along. Jesus Christ. This is a fucking show. God damn it.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, I like this
Trauma. Let's get to it.
All right.
Sean. I like it.
So who touched you, Sean? No, I'm just kidding. All right. So, so the body that keeps going. So what is it in this book? So this book, going back to the book, everybody. The book talks about how when you have two systems, right, from memories and experience or whatever, one system is going straight down into the sort of more survival aspect, okay? And that system is not set up sequentially. It's not worried about what came first, what came next, whatever. It's taking flashes of danger and assessing whether or not we have to take evasive movements
The
before.
sympathetic nervous system.
Exactly. Very good. Look at you. Look at you. And then the other part, if there's no danger with that, then the other part takes over. And so you can take your 3 seconds before you answer and all that other kind of stuff that is normal to be in a high functioning society. However, every once in a while, there's a terremoto or a volcano or like whatever, right? Some kind of emergency where this part of your brain, the thinking part's going to act too slow, and then the survival's got to take over, which means...
And that's when the amygdala opens up and starts fucking trying to figure shit out.
Right. So what they were saying is that this works at a certain level, and then people within trauma, though, the childhood trauma and even adult trauma, the levels of stress exceed the normal boundaries, and as a result, the amygdala and all that other stuff traps or locks or holds on to, and you're not able to move out of that. That's why people with PTSD have triggers that all of a sudden reawaken those things, and they haven't been walked through, and they're held in the body.
That's right.
Half of it is like in the body, the other part is in the mind.
That's right. That's why a lot of women, right, or people, but let's say women that have sexual trauma have a lower belly, a lot of lower belly, panza, or heavy periods.
Yeah.
Right? Or
wait, what do you say?
Panza is like a gut.
Yeah,
Okay,
like
so
my gut right now.
So people that women that have trauma have.
So like bigger bellies, like a lot of sexual trauma, heavy periods, cysts in their uterus.
Yes.
Stuff like that. So even deeper than what I want you to learn about is this doctor, Nadine Burke-Harris. And she created this thing called the Adverse Childhood Experiences Quiz. And what it does is she went into this marginalized neighborhood and she was wondering why. You're going to love her. She's fantastic. I think she's a California Surgeon General now. And so she created this test based on how much trauma you survived. And so it's called the ACEs in short. So let's say you didn't have food, or one of your parents was in jail, or one of your parents was a gang member, or you got molested, or
right,
you weren't picked up from school. There's like certain variables that you have to check off from 1 to 10.
Yes. And they talk about this in the book also.
And I'm a 9.
You're a 9?
I'm a fucking 9. Did you do the test, Chumahan?
No, I'm going to do it right now.
Do it.
Okay.
And there's a new revised one also that is more inclusive.
It's called the ACE test? ACE?
Adverse Childhood Experiences. So by Nadine Burke-Harris. Everyone should take one, really, because the higher your ACE, the more prone you are to all types of diseases.
It's on the CDC website.
Yeah.
Adverse childhood experiences.
That's right.
And this guy, so she developed the test.
Nadine Burke-Harris did, yeah.
Right. And she is the California Surgeon General.
She's so interesting.
And the book, The Body Holds, keeps score. He talks about the ACE, and he said, what he was saying is that for the longest time, psychiatry has been dealing with suicides, obesity, all these addiction behaviors and all this other stuff. When they correlated it with the ACE test, they found that people over a certain level, like 60 to 70% of the people with obesity, problems, have a high score on the ACE.
Immune shit.
Autoimmune shit.
Lupus, diabetes.
Psoriasis.
Eczema, absolutely.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
What number are you? Do the test.
I don't know. I'm going to do the test. Talk to Sean until I can pull this test up.
Okay.
What the fuck? Okay. I think I remember taking this test.
Good job.
But I don't remember what my score was.
Dude, your score is probably
you would
like
remember.
38.
I know, seas malo. Don't be mean. So it's there's some now new revised improved ones that are really, really helpful because they just add more factors to it. And it's a really good, I'm a 9. Like, I'm a 9. So that means if I don't get my shit together, I'm going to die of lupus, fucking brain cancer, lung disease, like all of the above.
Lupus?
But so, you know what I mean? So
okay, here's my ACE score. Here we go. I'm going to start the quiz right now. I'm going to take
It's very short, too.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Here we go. Text. Before your 18th birthday, did a parent or other adult in the household often or very often swear at you, insult you, put you down?
Oh, for sure.
Is that you?
That's you.
Okay.
Do yourself, John.
I'm going to, but they weren't new, Sean.
And then I'll give him a session.
All right, so that's a yes. Before your 18th birthday, did a parent or other adult in the household very often push, grab, slap, or throw something at you? Steve, what do you think? For me.
Yes.
Yeah? Dude, my dad fucking bloodied my nose when I was like 5. Before your 18th birthday, did an adult person at least 5 years older than you ever touch, fondle you, or touch your body in a sexual way? That's a yes.
Yeah.
Before your 18th birthday, did you often or very often feel that no one in your family loved you or thought you were important or special?
Yes.
No one in my family. I don't know. That's a hard one for me to answer.
You gotta answer it.
No, because
No, I don't care. Just fucking answer. Stop being a lawyer and just answer
Yeah.
it.
okay.
See, that's how you could be, Sean.
Look at Sean. What he's
Just be
looking
like,
at
just
like.
answer the
Taking
goddamn.
test.
Are you taking it? Out loud.
I just got a 9.
Are you
did?
serious?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Little Lucky?
Oh, honey.
Yeah, I just got a 9.
Hold on. Okay. Before your
then
18th
I
birthday,
can
did
tell
you
you.
often or very feel that you didn't have enough to eat, had to wear dirty clothes,
I
and
did.
had no one to protect you? Yes.
Yes.
Do you want the door closed or open the front door?
Nah, open's fine.
Okay.
Hey, Danny Morello. Murillo. All right. Before your 18th birthday, was a biological parent ever lost to you through divorce, abandonment? Of
Yes.
course.
Yeah.
Before your 18th birthday, was your mother or stepmother often or very often push grab? Yeah. Well, it wasn't. Yes. The answer is yes. Before your 18th birthday, did you live with anyone who was a problem drinker?
Yep.
What kind of question? Yeah. What kind of question is that? Before your 18th birthday, was a household member depressed or mentally ill or attempt suicide? Yes. Before your 18th birthday, did a household member go to prison? My dad almost went to prison.
He was in jail.
He was in jail.
That's the same shit. Jail, prison.
My
You got
ACE
a
score
10.
is a 10. I'm a fucking 10. Perfect
Are
10.
you a 10?
I'm a 10.
So,
Go ahead.
but you're extremely self-aware, right? So your chances, okay. So you're very healthy-minded, as far as I've seen you, right? I don't know your
What's the
deep
score
shit.
you got, though?
I got,
You got
a 10.
Is that good?
No,
Oh, that's bad.
the
That's like-
worst.
okay.
I hit
What-
every
okay.
category.
Okay, good. Okay.
Like I'm a
Go
high
on.
candidate for addiction,
Everything.
Or lupus.
obesity, lupus, everything.
Everything you're fighting with.
Everything I'm fighting against.
Okay,
That's
go
right.
ahead.
Go ahead.
So, mira, you work out.
Yeah.
You exercise your brain. You're
Yeah.
vegan. You eat healthy. So you're doing
I'm doing everything to combat that shit.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're doing everything to combat it. So you're doing a great job, kid.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What
Kid.
score did you get?
I got a 9.
Lucky, do yours.
I heard from every question I was asked. I
Would
could
it
say
have
yes
been
to
yes
each
to
one.
that would be a 10.
Yeah.
Sean, what's your score?
I got a 3.
Shut up.
Bullshit.
Nuh-uh.
Bullshit.
I
I'm
got a
resetting
3.
the quiz.
I
That's
would have
what-
got a 4, but
Okay, hold on. Did a parent or adult ever
No.
swear at you, insult you?
no.
Your dad never insulted you.
I mean, you know.
Didn't he
yeah.
laugh at
Yeah.
you?
Okay.
Was he like, you fucking dumbass?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, but it
there was
was-
something he said. He said something to me about what his dad said to him.
Are we talking about normal shit
No,
or
no,
like
no.
a
Look,
constant
don't,
putting you down?
no. Steve,
But wait a
As soon
minute.
as you're doing that, you're already normalizing what might be bad shit.
Right. Right.
Sean, I think the reason why Sean doesn't like to have the attention put on him is because his dad shamed him.
Maybe.
Maybe.
But Sean, listen to me. Right now, you can assert boundaries and say, I don't want to talk about this shit anymore.
But I do.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay,
I don't
good.
mind.
I'm
I don't
just
mind
giving
coming
you-
to
Sean.
like realizations and like
Yeah.
finding
Sean,
truths.
Sean.
So that's.
So you said that there was a time that you were with your dad where you made fun of you.
I mean, but like it was like it's in fun sort of, but like also
You felt bad, you said.
yeah.
Yeah, there was a little
Yeah.
truth to it.
No, he'd be like, you look a little girl, like a little sissy. But
That's
it'd be
bad.
like in fun, but like,
No, that's
but
not.
it's constant.
Oh,
it's like,
no, that's
it's
a-
all the
fuck
time.
that.
Yeah.
Okay. Did any adult in the household push, grab, slap, or throw something at you, Sean?
No.
Okay.
So
that's
you didn't have physical. Like,
No.
okay.
Did anyone at least 5 years older than you touch or fondle you?
Not 5 years older than me, but 4.
Okay, that's close enough.
Yeah. All right, Mr. Legal Eagle.
So far, you've already fucking outscored your fucking previous score. Go on.
Okay. Did anyone? Oh, how about this? Did you ever feel that no one in your family loved you or thought you were special?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
And he just got done saying that.
Right.
Right. Okay. So that's a yes. Did you ever feel like you didn't have enough to eat, wear dirty clothes, or had no one?
I
To,
did. It
No.
sucks so bad.
you never felt like you had no one to protect you?
Who's going to protect you against your dad?
Before your 18th birthday, bro.
Like if your dad was being mean, who could you go to?
You want to know the story of Sean?
Sean,
may I tell the story about when you went to go live with your dad?
Why don't you let Sean tell the story?
Okay, Sean, tell the story.
I used to live with my mom, and then my mom sent me to. I used to visit my dad every other weekend or every once a month or whatever it was. And then I went with him to his house, and then my mom called me on the phone and said, "You're staying there."
So she betrayed him.
She abandoned him.
Exactly. She couldn't face
out of the blue.
Out of the
You
blue.
didn't expect it coming.
No, something happened, and like there was like some shit that went down in my house, and like a bunch of friends came over, and it got like way out of hand, and the neighbors came over and told my mom that I had like kids over and shit like that.
So this was a punishment?
Yeah, sort of. I mean, it was basically like, if you're going to do this shit, I can't handle you anymore.
So she didn't have the capacity
Right.
to be a parent to you.
But not only that.
That happened to me too. Not on the surprise. They didn't do it like that.
Yeah.
They told me,
Yeah.
you're not going to live with you. You're going to go live with your dad.
Right.
now, 'cause
How old
you're
are you?
fucking-
How old?
They
are
took
you?
me to
I was
placement.
14.
He was 14.
15.
He was 15. So think about this. You fucked up at home, right? He hold on. Romina, please. There's other therapists in the room. Too. You're not the only one.
Sorry.
Okay, so he made a mistake at home as a 15-year-old, and maybe he even went a little far by having a party that he wasn't supposed to have, and it got out of control, and a lot of people came over. And so he's not saying I didn't do that, but his mom didn't have the ability to say to him like, "I can't handle you, son. I love you, right? I'm doing this for you, even though it's not going to feel like it, right? And I'm sending you to live with your dad now." Instead, she said, "Okay, it was it," and then, "Oh, guess what? You're not coming back." Right?
It was done like a sign of betrayal.
And you did. How did
Abandonment.
you feel about it, Sean?
Oh, felt fucking horrible. I cried for fucking weeks.
Okay.
So do you tend to like attract dominating kind of like strong women?
No.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yes.
Who's your wife?
The wife wears the pants.
No.
Hey, Chumahan, why would I say something like that?
I mean, you would say it because half the stories that Sean tells is about his wife telling him what he can do and what he's not going to say when he goes home.
Yeah.
Well,
Or not.
Wait,
Sean,
Romina-
these are things you share with
not.
us.
It's definitely it's not a my wife wears the pants thing. For sure.
I'm sorry. I
Come
said
over to
that.
my house and
I'm sorry. I didn't mean
you
like
can
that.
see.
All right. Romina, what are you hearing? You're in the middle. You're neutral.
All I'm saying is if I was a dominatrix, you'd be my servant.
Oh, God damn. She just fucking pulled your card. So essentially, she's basically saying that if we weren't in this room, you'd be in a full leather fucking Playtex suit.
With a
Listen,
gag
Sean,
and a mask.
With a ball gag in your mouth.
Sean, don't feel bad because last
Give-
time we were in here, she called me a pussy gato. Her and that what was your friend's name?
I don't even remember her.
What her name? Okay, she and Romina, they were, but he's like a little pussy gato. I would have him like licking my shit, and I was like, fuck. I'm like,
Because of the contrast between the personalities between you and Lucky, that's all.
yeah, she was basically saying Lucky is a strong guy that's gonna run the shit, and then Chumahan's the dude that's gonna get whipped by our labia. We're gonna labia whip that fool.
I'm not
No.
saying that I wouldn't be subservient to the
¿Viste?
certain type of woman or whatever, but
I just remember the story about the hot dogs.
Oh, what?
dogs.
All right.
Oh, man.
You know what?
Hey, what the fuck?
No, I don't know. I think I got the sign from Sean.
Wait a
like-
minute. This
No,
guy's
no,
our
that's
fucking
fine.
show
That's
producer,
fine.
bro. We
No.
better fucking not disgrace
No,
him.
You guys
what he's
stop
talking
telling
about
his
is I was
story.
pan frying a hot dog,
Oh.
like pan frying, like you know.
Yeah, that do
And my wife's like,
Wait, Little Lucky
Right,
said
where
he
you
does-
cut it in the middle?
yeah, well, no,
Right.
I just put it in the pan. I was like frying
Rolling it
up.
around.
Yeah,
right.
Get a
That's
little
some
crisp,
real
bro.
bachelor shit right there.
Yeah. And my wife's like, "What the fuck are you doing? Why are you cooking it like that? You're supposed to boil it."
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't give like,
Right.
who cares? Like, what the fuck?
And 1 second later, that hot dog was in a
wait,
pot
no,
of
And I was,
boiling
I was
water.
going to the hot dog. Yeah.
I thought you were going to say her butthole. Sorry.
Oh.
See where
No.
my mind goes? I'm so sorry. See?
Pow, pow.
Right. That's the whip.
Yeah.
That's the whip.
You see, Sean? Wait, listen, dude.
Yeah, but you know that's like one. Whatever.
That's husband-wife shit, right?
Yeah, that shit happens all the time. But
Yeah.
I mean, there's as as many stories like that. There's a
Tell us one about her, because sometimes I come on the show. My wife's tough. I tell her when it's not good enough, and I tell you on the show, and she gives me shit later about it, but it's true. So you tell me one where you put the foot down on the wife.
Yeah, where you put the
Come
smack
on the
down.
record.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got to count all the ones.
Don't do it, bro.
Don't
do it.
You're probably right, man. Right. I don't know. I mean,
Is
there's
she an-
100 of them, and I can't think of one.
Is
off
she
the
an
top of my head.
Aries? Like, what sign is she?
She's a
When's her birthday?
Pisces. No. Yeah, Pisces.
Boom.
He doesn't know when her. Wait, what?
Oh.
Shh.
Right here, let me look it up.
Oh, dude,
fucked
if you
up.
don't know your wife's sign, bro.
Trauma. The body
get
keeps
ready.
the score.
Trauma.
Gemini.
That's
Trauma.
right.
1860.
Trauma.
Anger against the mother. No, he can't remember. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
it's so true though.
Yeah,
Well,
It is.
Yep.
I
It's
know.
some deep-seated, subconscious, psychological resentment against the woman that abandoned you. You're not going to remember for real.
Yeah, yeah,
real.
yeah.
All right.
No, don't say all right.
It's true.
Okay, look.
It's better you ended up like this because you could have either ended up like the Hillside Stranglers.
Yeah, it is.
Right?
Yeah.
Where you're killing women.
And you know
or
what?
you're just subservient to them, right?
A lot
Yeah,
of
that's-
Virgos are serial killers.
Yeah.
Holy shit, Sean!
Look it up.
Didn't we make a joke one time about that? He's got heads in a duffel bag.
Yeah,
and he's driving around, and he got
yeah,
kind of,
yeah.
and he found that
Bodies in the trunk.
Night Prowler songs. and all
Yeah,
that
yeah,
shit. Oh,
yeah. And he's always pushing us real, like, let's get the show going with the fucking Hillside Strangler and the fucking.
Yeah.
He really like, we need to do more of those.
Yeah, and dude, when he's cutting up like the turkey, when he cuts it,
He looks at you. He grins. He's always grinning.
yeah, he's like slicing. He's like, look at how that tendon attaches to the bone.
yeah.
Nah, I'm making that.
It gives you that cannibal stare.
Yeah, he's like,
dog.
when he's
Cannibal
like,
Lecter.
listen, dude, Sean and I did a thing where we went around to see what was the best steak in Los Angeles. Remember that?
Yeah.
And we went and got prime ribs from all of the high-end butcheries and even
Ooh.
steak. We even went to a restaurant like Mastro's and they gave us a raw one, and we went to another one aged, and we had like 5 or 6 like prime ribs set up. Sean had researched how to properly cook a prime rib.
It wasn't prime rib. It was it?
Ribeye steak.
That's
Ribeye.
Virgo.
It was
Ribeye.
ribeye. It was ribeye. I stand correct.
You
Thank
come to me when you want to know how to cook a ribeye.
No, you go to Sean. You go to Sean when you want to cook a ribeye.
Hey.
This
No, you
guy.
go to me.
No, you go to Sean.
You go to me.
Hey.
You go to Sean.
I know how to cook.
Listen,
ribeye
Sean.
properly.
Go ahead, Sean.
Hey, were they good?
They were fucking fantastic.
And I have 100 people to tell you that my ribeyes are fantastic.
Listen, let me tell you something. This guy, do you preheat anything?
Yes, and you have to.
Oh, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe
Yeah,
you guys are
you
doing
gotta
this.
remember, I worked in fine dining for a long
Oh,
time.
you did.
That's true.
What
was
they
that
cook
deli?
steaks and salamanders. When I cook a pan-fried steak, it goes onto an iron skillet only,
Yep.
and it's heated.
Yes.
It's heated
Yes.
for 5 minutes with
Yes.
the flame.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it sears each
Yes.
side, and you only put a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper and nothing else.
That's
sounds
it. That's
good.
what it
I'm
is.
telling you, bro. I'm a 53-year-old motherfucking man. Bro.
Right.
I've been around.
Too
Right.
bad you're a vegan.
I want steak.
No, but you know what? I would cheat on a ribeye if we get together.
A ribeye.
A good ribeye. Like
ribeye.
a Whole Foods or fucking we buy like
You know
a
what
really
we
good
should
ribeye.
do? A ribeye show where we go.
Are you going to do it?
No, I'm going to cover it and I'm going to do the commentary. I am not going to do it. But I will be there. I will cover it, and it's going to be.
You're going to
night-
cover the check?
Yeah, I'll cover the check.
I'll eat a ribeye if you cover the check.
hell yeah.
I'll cover the check. No
Okay.
problem. And then what it's going to be is it's going to be a night of ribeye, Blue Eye and Lucky Luciano. And it's going to be an exclusive. And it's going to be everything you guys talk about, starting from the very beginning. Pepper, the fuck salt, the heating it up, the eating it, what's the right, blah, blah, blah. The whole thing,
Okay.
right?
And then you'll get a couple queens to see who the winner is.
Oh, shoot. Oh.
Maybe I will eat some ribeye.
Yeah.
No, my wife is the only girl for me. It's a joke.
That's beautiful.
Solid joke.
Listen, and not. I mean, you guys, are, whatever. Sean, you're not joking.
Yeah, Sean's not married. I mean, no, Sean's not joking.
I mean, he is joking.
Yeah, Sean's joking.
Wait, is Sean joking? Let me see. Okay, yeah, he's joking. All right. So, anyway, how did we get on the ribeye?
I don't
First,
know.
we were talking about microphallus. Now we're talking about ribeye.
We
All
were
right.
talking about going around and we bought all the steaks. And
Yeah. Anyway, the best one we had was the aged one.
Right.
And it
Age
was
is
fantastic.
yeah,
And
of
I've
course.
never seen Sean laugh spontaneously in my life until he bit into the aged steak and he was like,
Okay, now, do you know why the aged steak is better than the unaged steak?
no, tell me.
because everything that's holding the meat together, when it's unaged, it's still the flesh and the carcass, the cells are still bonding.
That sounds cool.
Which would make it tougher, which would make it not,
Right.
But if you age it, they're starting to break down. The meat is beginning to break down. It's not holding. It's not holding its density any longer. Like it's starting to break down.
Yeah.
That's why it's so much tender.
Do you hear that?
You get what
Romina?
I'm saying?
You hear how when the meat ages, it gets more tender. Are you understanding?
I'm 46 now. I must be tender. Roni. I'm so old.
You hear that?
That means
little
you're
Lucky?
tender.
You're learning
You're
some
tender.
game right now.
Hey, I ain't got to pay for it. I'm cool.
Ay, mira.
See that? You see, they start young like that, huh?
This is child trafficking.
Yeah, it's just
Can't even
crazy.
talk about
Little Lucky.
When do you turn 18?
February.
February. Good birthday present for you. February.
Do you know what my job is? Mira, now hold on. I teach hoes how to calm down. Like straight up hoes.
Yeah, I know. Lucky
He's
told me.
17. And I'm telling him this. This is like child abuse.
Wait a second. Wait a second. No.
It's child trauma.
Listen. Shh. Listen. Buzz, buzz.
Kitty's coming next week.
Is she?
Yeah.
All right. That's that's me and Sean's favorite gay video, and then Steve's like barely can tolerate it because every time we put it, we're like
They start turning into fucking.
yeah. Next thing you know, and then it's funny, and what it is, the video. What it is the video is like a guy that looks like the lead singer from Queens, and he's in a thong.
It's not Queens. Queen.
Queen.
Oh,
Yeah.
Freddie Mercury.
Yeah, Freddie Mercury. Thank you. He's in a thong, and he's like voguing down a sand dune, and then a gay crowd down below who's clearly intoxicated see that, and then they start cheering him. And it's the gayest thing you've
And
ever
he
seen.
comes here?
No, but anyway.
Hell no. They're trying to get him over here. But
Right. Okay. So let's get back to this. Sean almost thought we forgot about his ACE test. Okay. Before your 18th birthday, was a biological parent ever lost to you through divorce, abandonment, or other reason?
Well, my parents were never married, so yes.
And your mom fucking said fucking 15.
That's true. And then I got another divorce.
Was anyone in your a mother or stepmother pushed?
No.
Grab? Okay, we'll say no. You see, I'm fair, Romina. I know his story so well that I know when it's no.
But you can't do that. You
I
have
can't.
To
I can't.
Yeah. So he's going to end up with like a 7 or an 8.
Can you guys? I want to know I want to counsel him. I bet.
Okay.
Finish it.
Okay, before the 18th, finish it. How many times?
Hurry up and finish.
How many times have you said that, Romina? Like, finish it.
Hurry
already.
up, babe.
Hurry up! Like, oh my god.
I've been done.
Okay.
No.
Like, it's not that good for you to be this long.
No, I don't. I don't do that. I make people get up.
Yeah.
If it's not good, that's how I am. I'm like, you need to get up. I'm leaving.
That's it.
Get
Story's
off.
over.
Hey, get up or get off.
Yeah, it's like this. Jump off, Junior. It's over.
Go on.
All
It hasn't. Okay,
Listen
go.
to you loud.
All right.
Before your 18th birthday, did you live with anyone who was a problem drinker?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before your 18th birthday, was a household member depressed or mentally ill?
No.
Your dad wasn't depressed or mentally ill, and he would say little sissy boy shit.
Yeah, well, he's diagnosed.
I mean, it was.
I'll go with his no. I'm fair.
But
Okay.
wait a minute.
Go ahead.
That's mentally ill shit to say that. Like
Yeah.
he's got narcissistic or
I
something.
think it's just he's
a
just
douchebag.
delusional on what is
Delusion.
is good.
Delusion is a
Mental health.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's not like he's not.
It's your set boundaries with
Say
Romina.
no, Jesus.
Don't you
Christ.
fucking set boundaries with me. I'm the dominatrix.
Okay, I'm gonna go with no because we've given him a hard time on that. Before your did anyone go to prison?
No.
Okay, that's a straight no. You're a 6, bro.
6.
Okay.
What's that, Romina? What's a 6?
Well, anything higher than a 4 is something, right? So
Yep.
6 obviously is not as bad as a 10 or
Yeah,
9.
I'm
Like
fucked
me
up.
and we're fucked.
I'm
You know what
fucked.
I mean?
I'm so fucked I might be healthy. Like I've gone all the way so fucked up
You're
that I might
doing
have come to like a healthy spot.
Yeah, I just joined HITS training, so I'm gonna get there. But
There you go.
That means that you really got to start paying attention to your health, like for real. Because in 20 years, if you don't, you're gonna be like, it just messes you up.
But wait a second, Sean, you've combated overeating, no?
That's anxiety.
yeah,
That's trauma.
definitely.
Yeah, so when the guy in the Body Keep score was looking at everything, the obesity, addiction, all these other problems, people with 4 or higher represented the majority of all those people. And it's not that surprising that you would need to self-medicate in some way.
That's right.
Okay.
Look at me when I left my husband that abused me. I gained so much weight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I was like,
I don't see it. I don't know what you're talking about.
I did.
Come on.
I was traumatized. No, I gained 20 pounds.
No.
I was traumatized. You know what I mean? I would work out and do. I looked good, but I was traumatized. I looked good, eh? No, but I was traumatized, and then like the pain of not having him there, and then the conflict of that. You know what I mean? It was my husband.
Yeah.
And then I would just eat, and then I quit stripping. Another thing. So it was a lot. So eating.
And now Sean's smoking an incredible amount of weed all the time.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't actually. I did 42 questions with Sean, and one of the questions is, I don't give a shit about, and the thing he wrote down was smoking weed.
Smoking
Meaning,
weed is,
That he
like that, I don't give a shit. Like I don't think it's wrong.
No,
No,
but
you
he,
could
like,
care less.
he could
You
care
live
less.
or with that.
Yeah, the whole
Thought you liked
lifestyle.
it.
No, I don't.
Oh, it didn't help you go to sleep at nighttime.
That's over. That promotion's over. So no, we forced it on him, and he liked it. We forced it on him,
Oh,
and he
he
liked
liked
it. But in terms of like how much pot and is he a 420?
Wait, you
guy?
asked him that question before or after
Before or after what?
he started smoking the weed?
you forced weed on him?
Yeah, I did. I forced weed on
See,
him.
he might have said that before. Once we gave him the weed,
No, he
he said
asked
he
me
liked
after.
it. Now. Oh, okay.
No, I asked him after.
Oh,
But
okay.
but my point is that our old sponsor, Botany Farms, right? It's the only weed he likes. That was the only one that worked for
Oh,
him.
okay, got it.
I only did it once.
But and that's
Oh.
all and that's all it took for him to go to sleep like a baby. But the issue is like in general though, is he following Snoop Dogg and trying to like smoke
Right.
weed through gun ports in a fucking Range
Right,
Rover?
right,
No,
right.
he's not.
No,
He
no.
doesn't care about that.
Oh.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Shout out to Cookies though.
Shout out to Cookies.
Shout out to Cookies.
Big Cook in the
Shout
house.
out to Vibes.
Shout out
Vibes.
to Chon Spray. What did you bring with you this time, Romina?
What did I bring?
Otra vez.
Otra vez.
I brought
Mira.
Calm Yourself Before You Pop Off on a Bitch. And then I brought Raise Your Vibrations Hoe. Roses have the highest vibrations, so when you spray it, it makes you feel good.
Roses have the highest vibration.
Out of all the flowers,
I
yeah.
don't know if
How is that determined?
I don't know, but it's a fucking thing and it's true.
it's real.
My wife-
Vibrations
Don't fuck
are
my
real.
commercial up, all right?
My wife uses rose oil or something.
Rose oil. Yeah, rose water, rose oil. Listen,
We didn't even get to what I even thought I was going to get to with her.
I don't even know why I'm here.
Yeah.
What do you
What do you
mean?
mean? Oh, we just went over a great book. We went
Oh, my
over
God.
a lot
You
of
fucking
different things.
counseled
You counseled
Sean.
Sean. You actually counseled little Lucky too. You
Yeah.
taught him some things.
Yeah, look at him.
This is like borderline illegal shit right here. He's 17, you know?
It's not
Okay.
illegal if nobody tells.
I mean,
Yeah. Ain't
Okay,
nothing
here we
wrong.
he
go.
shouldn't even be
There's a
listening to
restroom
this.
here.
Okay, 42 questions, Romina. I don't even want you to think. I want you to just answer snap. This is going to be your snap, snap. Don't even think. And I want you to finish this sentence. Ready?
No 3 seconds.
No 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Exactly. Thank you. Little Lucky is now medium lucky. He's moved up to medium lucky.
A ver,
No one can
okay,
be big
go.
luck yet. All right, here we go. Ready? And I rely too much on.
Myself.
I tend to feel like crying when.
Never.
I want to quit when I. Come on.
I can't I want to quit all the motherfucking time.
I think everyone should.
Go to therapy.
I feel like the world is.
Pretty chill.
I base my worth on.
How much money I make.
My inner voice sounds like.
A fucking neurotic bitch.
My most common feeling is. Your most common feeling, Romina.
You're thinking way too
I
long.
forget
can't.
it.
I'm not good at
No,
feeling.
you
know what
weren't,
that
you
means?
weren't
I'm not
honest.
good at
That's all
feeling.
you weren't honest. That was honest.
No, I'm not good at feelings.
So she's not connected with her feelings. That makes sense for a professional lady.
A former professional lady.
Okay, that's fine. Former.
My
whatever.
sister.
Your sister is.
She's not even listening
yeah,
to this.
she's
Okay,
not
go. I
listening to
better
this.
go.
All right, okay, come on. My least favorite subject is.
Math.
The thing I know the least about is.
Math.
The last book I finished.
Makes
the
two
last book I finished was.
The Alchemist.
Okay. The thing I hate the most about people is.
Lying.
The food that I love to eat is
Corn.
what I want people to know.
Elotes. No.
What I want. Well,
I couldn't think of anything.
A whole bunch of things to say.
You guys are so annoying.
yeah.
I quit.
No, you can't.
Okay,
You
go.
do want to quit everything.
Yeah,
All right,
elotes are bomb. I love elotes.
Okay, here we go. Yeah, me too. What I want people to know about me is
I can't not. Is that I'm really nice.
okay. I think death is
Okay.
saying goodbye hurts only when
When you care.
my pet dies. I feel
Like shit.
when I think about yesterday. I feel
Regretful.
when I think about the person I hurt the most in relationships is
My son.
I never want to give up on.
Doing my best.
I feel too old to.
Go back to dancing.
I wish I knew more about.
Business.
The one material item I crave is
A 4-door Jeep right now.
the skill I value the most in others is.
On a skill?
Yeah, what skill do other people have that you like the most?
Like computer nerds.
Okay. At night I always think about
Going for a walk.
when I wake up, the first thing I do is
Go pee.
when I care about someone, I always
Try to hook them up.
the area in my relationships that I usually ignore is
My vulnerability.
my best physical attribute is
Oh, damn, I got so many. How can I just, my titties.
all right. I can tell that by your Instagram. That's the one that gets photographed the most.
Well.
Okay. The thing I can't stand about society is
The lying, man.
I am destined to.
Help people.
I will never.
Be a phony.
I can always.
Hustle.
Animal life is better than human life because
Because they're innocent.
my biggest regret is
Not getting clean sooner.
the thing that most people don't know about in life is
How the fuck am I supposed to know? It's the thing that people don't know the most about in life.
okay. My best quality is
That I'm honest.
the craziest person in my family.
It's me.
The nightmare that haunts me during the day is
Not living up to my potential.
I am least afraid of.
What the fuck, Chumahan?
Least afraid of. Come on.
Death.
All right. Well, you threw your hands up.
I'm scared of cops. Well, no.
What are you least afraid of? What are you when people look at you and they're like, "Wow, that bitch is brave." What
I'm
are they
pretty brave.
Well, but what are they usually talking about?
I think I'm least afraid of going back because I already know how to program. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so you're least afraid of going back to prison.
Yeah.
All right.
Even
great
though
answer. I learned some things. Did you learn some things?
I learned some things, and I want to tell you something.
Go ahead.
I know how to program real good in prison,
Oh hell yeah!
but I don't want to go back to prison. I'm fucking scared to go to prison.
I'm not.
One motherfucker that ain't trying to go to prison again.
I'm not trying to go.
Right.
Romina, we didn't even get to talk about the lady you had me talk with, and one of the most interesting things that she told me is that she could tell by the way a man looks whether his dick smells.
Who did the girl?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Shut up.
She said that. She goes, I can tell by looking at a man whether his dick smells.
Yeah.
Oh.
I want her to come on the show.
You want to know something?
She's in
and
Texas.
that's 1,000% true because I can do the same thing with a woman.
Really?
Yep. I can do the same thing with a woman.
You've never been
One time when I
blindsided?
was 15, and it never happened again.
You were
Wow.
blindsided.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Right.
I can tell, and I've been since then
What is it
99.9%
that
right
you-
with that one exception.
What
when I was
is it
15.
that you're looking at?
I pay attention to their hands, their feet,
Yeah.
Their
just
fingernails.
yeah, all that.
Fingernails.
But the way that they're
Oh,
kept,
mine aren't
bro,
done.
the way that they're kept, everything. I pay attention to everything, and it either is or it isn't for me, and I haven't been wrong yet. So,
All right.
all right, listen, it's about that time. I want to
Yeah.
thank Lucky for his support coming in today. Lil
Yeah.
Lucky.
Thank you.
Shout out to Big Diablo, neighborhood Norwalk, and the Larrabee family. Romina, thank you.
Romina, what
Where
you
do they
plug?
find you at,
Yeah.
Romina?
QueensoftheUnderworld.com.
Yep.
Right.
Or at Queens of the Underworld on Instagram.
Queen's got skills. If
Queen's
you're a
got
hoe
skills.
and you need some counseling, hit me up.
There it is right there. Yeah.
Ovando Bowen,
Yep.
LLP, all things legal. I like an eagle. I'll fucking set you up and keep you regal.
Yeah.
All right, what else? Sean?
CityGreenBuilders.com.
Yeah. Do you want to give a shout out to that hot dog you were trying to cook?
I can't remember the...
Nathan's.
Nathan's. Applegate.
Applegate?
Okay, Applegate.
All right.
Supermax Hardware launches October 10th. Shout out to Vibes Rolling Papers, Cookies Family, Estevan Oreo, Soul Assassin Mugs, Lepke Bobs, and the Hard Luck Show.
IndianAri.com, my wife's makeup company.
IndianAri.com.
Indianari. Her and her sister have a vegan makeup company. No animals harmed.
Oh, keep your eyes open for H2K.
Dude, we've seen the
Ridiculous.
animation. We've seen the animation
yep.
examples.
Yep.
Unbelievable. Sean's working on the audio.
Yep.
Esteban already shot with Michelangelo.
Right.
Yep. And our boy Sight Rama.
Sight Rama,
Shot some
cinematographer
stuff. Yep.
extraordinaire. If you need something shot and you're a big movie producer, you better get this guy because...
At Rama.
Go ahead. What do you got, Romina?
I want all my hoes to DM Esteban Oriol on Instagram and tell him to shoot us.
Yes.
I've been
you
trying
want-
to bug him for 2 years. This is I don't care. I know it's going to be annoying. I
No,
already know.
keep
I want
up.
all the hoes on Instagram that follow me to DM Esteban Oriol right now and say, can you please shoot Queens of the Underworld?
Yeah.
Just a bunch of hoes.
I want,
There you go.
There you go. Little Lucky, you got anything to plug, bro? You're wearing a Vibes shirt. I see that.
I got the vibes on, catch a vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm sooner or later, probably sooner than most thought, I will be dropping a clothing brand called SCM.
SCM.
Strictly chasing money.
Strictly chasing money.
That's all we do out here in the streets of LA.
Yeah.
So
That's it. Keep your
wait
eyes
on it.
open. Keep your eyes
Wait on
open
it.
for it. There you go.
Love it.
That's it. You heard it. Okay. Adios, amigos, from the Hard Luck Show.